By 1837, over 6,000 women worked in the mills. The Lowell textile mills boasted a lavish and luxurious lifestyle for employees. Workers were promised an escape from the drab farm life that most women at the time were subjected to. On paper, the mills provided a new, bold, and independent lifestyle for women that would have otherwise not been available to them. They could live independently, make their own source of income, and be provided food throughout their work at the factories. Initially, the work was respectable. The employees were granted decent housing next to their job locations and were paid fairly well for their work. However, this promised utopia did not last long. Workers were subjected to brutal working conditions, grueling hours, and inadequate pay. The mill girls typically worked a set routine that was 6 days a week, from 5 a.m. to 7 p.m. The factories were noisy and extremely unhealthy. The air was brimming with lint residue, causing widespread lung disease and other various respiratory illnesses. Rent also increased intermittently, eventually getting so expensive to the point where the workers' salaries could not even cover the rent. Mary Paul, a mill girl from northern Vermont, in a letter to her father writes, "I stand it well, though. They tell me that I'm growing very poor. I was paid 9 shillings a week last payment, and am to have more this one, though we have been out considerable for backwater, which will take off a good deal. The agent promises to pay us nearly as much as we should have made, but I do not think that he will." In an effort to prevent the workers from leaving and moving to other mills for work, textile companies made an agreement to pay each worker the same amount, cut wages, and further hike boarding house rent. This brutality led to the eventual formation of a workers' union and mass strikes in the hopes of humane treatment from the corporations.